Okay, good morning, good morning. So, I've been on quite a tear, and I'm really just gearing up for the new Apex funded account product. So, I'm going to do the 50K. And the 50K, you get a $2,500 trailing drawdown, and you got to get 3K to pass the eval. And then once you get to the eval, you need to do at least $250 a day for 5 days to get a first payout of $1,500. So that is the goal. And to do that, basically, the mistake I was making previously, I was just going too hard, which I'm pretty consistent, but you just have one bad day, then you could hit your trailing drawdown pretty easy. So I'm kind of organizing and strategizing here. Trading ES. We get the opening range here. It looks like we might have a little bit of a sell-off today. We're in a basic lower high, lower low type setup here. And turn on my Marjo indicator here. Oh, I'm on the software version. Is this the one? The intermediate? Okay, for whatever reason, this is not the right one. Maybe I'll stop my stream. This is the right one. Okay. Guess I need to go to OBS. Okay. Did that get me sorted out? I think so. So I got my trading view on the left. I got my trade of 8 on the right for order entries. I got my Arjo intermediate indicator here. All these green lines are intermediate lows, I guess you would say. Oh. So starting from, did we make all-time highs? We sure did. We made all-time highs again, despite being in a war. We punched through this little zone here. That could probably act as support. We're making fair value gaps. We're in an uptrend. We just hit that 4-hour fair value gap. Now we're getting some push from that. So you can see we, even on the 2-hour fair value gap, we wicked away from it. Now we really want to see, since we don't have any highs to really go off of, I want to see price come down again to one of these fair value gaps, and then maybe take some longs since we are in an upward trend. So I'm not sure about today overall. Price came down here, it pushed down, but then it got absorbed and pushed back up. We got some sell orders in and some buy orders in, so it's really unclear where price wants to go. We've inverted this fair value gap. Now if we look at our 1 hour up here, push dot, we are in a bullish trajectory here. We do have this inverted fair value gap bearish, then it went bullish. So we've inverted that fair value gap. We've inverted 2. We're getting a push up. We are close to inverting this 15-minute fair value gap. I may go for a point if I see price come back down here on this 5-minute. 771. Or if it makes another fair value gap. We are at 909, still pre-market, but I don't know. I think it's okay to trade pre-market. Maybe with a stop loss. If it looks down any lower, I'm gonna get in there. I'm in. Oops, I'm in. So I'm just going for a point here. So we got 2. Okay, so we do have this fair value gap we're fighting against, but we've already worked up to it. 7.0. I'm gonna take this down just to get a point. We're up 750 with the fee. Okay, so I see with the fees I would lose $1.40. That's where my losing losses come, with the fee. Could make look 386 here. Could have taken profit there. We have a long way to go out. That was a little premature, I must say. However, trends are still looking up for the most part. If it comes down, I'm going to wait for it to come down lower to enter in buy again. I'd have to see it come 7066. Let's put a buy over here. I want to get a little bit like fearless. I want to get to the point where I can just take trades. I don't want to hesitate. I want to see what I need to see and then go ahead and take the trade. Right now I'm drawing down $21. My limit really, a goal is I don't want to really go below $250 in the day, $250 on this sizing in the day. I don't want to go any lower than that, because I did my first time I self-funded, I just put $250 in there. I was like a deer in the headlights, and I blew my account pretty much the second day. I was up $150, and then I blew it the second day because I went. There was a few things. It was not much money, one, and there was some sort of setting on there that got me out of a trade, which if it would not have done that, I would have actually been in profit. But I want to keep my margins very narrow so that I could be practicing good habits and realistic, real world kind of stop losses and trailing drawdowns. But my main goal today is to continue what I've been doing, is kind of prepping myself to do a Apex 50K funded account. And so with that, there's a $250 or $2,500 drawdown, trailing drawdown. So I would have to get negative $2,500 in order to hit that, which is not likely. And I only really need to get $300 on the day, which I've been doing consistently. So if you get $300, at least $250 days, you can do $300 to get the full payout of $1,500 for the first payout. So that's kind of my goal, is to get $300 a day, and then get to that 5 days of $300, and then I'll get a $1,500 payout. And then from there, I'll try to scale up. Good morning. Let me know in the chat where you're coming from, what you're into. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm still learning myself, so this is not trading advice. This is not financial advice, but I have seemed to develop a nice little strategy for myself, and that is basically looking at order flow here, using the kind of Arjo system of PD arrays and discount and premium arrays and stuff like that. So I could walk you through that. If you have any questions, let me know. But my win rate has been just nonstop. So I feel good about my skill at this point in time, and I'm just kind of trying to sharpen my sword so that when I do start investing real money, then I'll get it off the ground. I'll be profitable. Because to get an account off the ground, you kind of gotta go heavy to get a little bit of a cushion there so that you could build on it with your consistency. So So we've kind of inverted this fair value gap here, but we still got an upward trajectory. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm just trying to get 2 points here. I have a buy order here for 2 more contracts if it were to either wick down or go down. We're still in an uptrend, so I'm expecting price to at least take these two contracts here. We're bouncing off of this fair value gap. Oh, got a little upwards push. That's what I want to see. So we're going to take that. We're at 9:19. Market's going to open, tell us which way it wants to go pretty quick. Hopefully I'll get that 2 points here. We do got a push, but it's kind of getting absorbed. We got a nice little aggressive buy there, so expecting it to go up. Could have waited a little bit to get a little deeper on the buy because it did go down a little bit, but I think it's going to shape up to take this. At least it may wick up and then go down, but I think it'll at least we'll take those 2 contracts here. And that's all I'm going for, is these little 2-point trades here. How am I in 4 trades? How did I get into 4 trades? That's weird. I don't even know. Oh, I think I hit the wrong button initially, so I am in 4 trades. 4 contracts. We are making a big push down, but I think I still should 260. I still want to get a buy here. We made a fair value gap to the downside on the 1 minute. Could have a break retest of the opening range here, so we might get an opening range breakout play. However, we just inverted this very bullish fair value gap on the 5 minute, and we've created a bearish on the 1 minute. If you're interested, I did make this song. I hired an African woman on Fiverr, and so it's kind of like an Afrobeat style, but it's like an indie dance music track, I guess. But I made it. That's an original composition, and I have other songs that I made on my Diamond Dave Spotify account. I did a remix for Corey Baker, aka Kill Paris, and that's got about 20,000 plays on it or so. I need to make like a playlist to have more songs. Right now I'm just lazy, so I just have this one song here, but I have other songs that I made that I will start putting together, like a little mix, I guess. Okay, now the 1 minute's showing a downtrend. What's the 5 minute showing? Still up on the 5 minute. I'm kind of yet to have a losing day. I'm curious to see if I can start out in the hole a little bit, if I can work my way out of it. 15 minutes in a downtrend now. So we're a little bit at odds with everything. We do got some aggressive buy orders there. Still up on 30 minute. Then we still got our hour push. It's looking bullish. We're still up on our 45 minute. Still up on the 1 hour. Still up on the 2 hour. So still up on the money there. So we're still kind of expected to go up. I'm already in 2 contracts, so I really don't want to do any more than that, because if I want to take that 2 additional contracts down at 763, then I don't want to get in ahead of time because it'll lose my positioning there. We're kind of battling, it looks like, to get through this 1 minute. We get some nice buy orders there. We might react and push back down, or if we invert it, then it's likely to go up more and take that 4 contracts there. Okay, we've created now a bullish 1 minute fair value gap, which gives us a little support. So I wouldn't be surprised if it ranged around in this little zone between the 2 fair value gaps. until it figures out which way it wants to go. We are negative $51. I could have gotten out of it earlier for a little gain, which I should have gotten out of it earlier, but it's okay. If it goes down, then I'll order enter orders there at 763, because I'm still expecting it to go up. We did make all-time high, so it's hard to say where it might want to go up to, but we got 4 minutes till New York Stock Exchange opens and the volume comes in. I wouldn't be surprised if it at least wicks up before it goes down, or maybe it wicks down before it goes up. So if it wicks down and takes my buy order there, then I'll have more leverage for it to go up a little bit. And then if it goes up, and then it takes those sell orders to get out of the trade, then I'll wait for it to go down. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions or anything. If you're new to trading, I'm fairly new to trading myself. I've been trading for a year now, but I've gotten my paper accounts. They're all profitable, and I'm getting geared up to do the Apex 50K funded. And for that, I realized I could pass the evals. I passed my last 2 evals, but I was over leveraged when the account went live, and it's just so easy to hit that stop loss. But the way they do them now, it's really better to scale down anyways. And so I'm going to practice doing 2 contracts on micro ES, and then really just shoot for $300 a day for that first payout. So if you get 5 days, $300 in a row, then you'll get a payout of $1,500. And then once I get that payout, then I'm just going to scale up from there. My consistency has been very good. If you look at, for instance, yesterday I had 77% win rate. I got my target of, well, actually did 425, but with the fees, it was like $300 something. So, and you can see my consistency is pretty good. And that's kind of how it's been lately. I'm kind of getting a little cocky, to be honest with you. And I think I figured the shit out a little bit. Now, I'm sure there's more lessons to learn along the way, and certain things to, like, news or stuff. If news comes in and price just goes crazy, then there's some unpredictable stuff that I need to really gear up to protect myself against. But I think my strategy, I feel like just getting 1 or 2 points throughout the day. So like yesterday with 425, I think it ended up being, because I'm only doing 2 points or 2 contracts mainly. If I double down, I'm maybe 4 or 6 at the most. But I think points wise, I did like 80 points or something like that. I have to do the math, but my points are good. Okay, so we got the 1, we got the 2. Now we're starting. I'm gonna get out of this. We're gonna look and see. So I've started off with $17 in the account. We just got the opening bell here. We see some big aggressive sell orders here. We looked and we see the 1 hour still holding strong. We got 29 minutes left in this account. Okay, now it's going blue. Went blue for a second. Whichever way, or leading up to the market or during the market, whichever way it goes. Let's see, it's interesting here. Why is that? I need to get my momentum shift. It's been a reversal. It's interesting. Why is that different? It's not supposed to be different. So the 1 hour is saying that. Where's my other momentum? It's my early probability one. Okay, we made a new candle. Momentum shift, early probability. That's weird. It should match, which is interesting. I don't know why that's like that. Anyways, looks like it's going down anyways. And we'll probably wait for it to invert this fair value gap here on the 4 hour, and then look for fair value gaps to be made going down if we're going to take trades to the downside. I don't know. This is driving crazy though. Why is that like that? It shouldn't be like that. Real time. Momentum shift. Reversal continuation. Well, this is my main one. So what this does is whatever. Okay, no, it's, I must have some other little factors in here that are affecting the direction of this. So it's not a down candle, so it should not be on the 1 hour. Oh, that's why I'm on the 4 hour. Duh. Okay. So this is showing it's pushing whichever way this wants to go is probably going to be. So you can see this is the most recent one here, is this yellow. But if this one turns around on us, then this little dot will also turn blue as a push down. And then if it's a push down, it's probably going to go like that for a bit, you know, at least 20 points or so. So that's one of my big indicators. But price is wanting to go up a little bit at this point. But we're too far away from this fair value gap too. And we're pushing away from this fair value gap. Even though we are in an uptrend, we want to get beyond this fair value gap in order to take more trades up. Or we come down and touch this fair value gap. And then take a trade up from there. So on the 1 hour, it's a key time frame to look at. Again, on this 2 hour here, we want to see price come down and wick into it to be taking a trade up, because that'll give us the biggest span. And we could want to just keep our eye on the 1 minute, because that tells a story too. So let's look at the 15 minute. We are wicking down in this opening range. You know, if we look at the 5 minute, we saw that push up, but the range, opening range on the 15 minute is fairly big. But if we see it reject again off of this midline here of the opening range, if it respects that, then we could look at some buys. However, what makes me nervous is this 1 hour fair value gap is way down there. So to me, it could want to go down before it goes up. And if it does respect that midline, we want to see it make fair value gaps to the upside first before considering going in bullish. And we see these aggressive bursts kind of indecisive. We got some buy and sell bursts. We got like an indecision candle here. 1 hour is still looking like we're in an upward trend though. I also wouldn't take it unless we got down here and we saw some sort of reaction off the midline. So it's a bit indecisive at the moment. We're going to wait and see what shapes up here. If I got frisky, I could take it if it wicked down here. But again, it could continue to drop because we're still working off of this bull or bearish fair value gap, which it's wanting to push back against, and we're working off this bullish fair value gap, which it's gonna use that as support too. As you see here, if it passes this line is basically the disrespect zone. So if it pushes back against this fair value gap, then that's being disrespected. And if it inverts it, then we could expect it to go down. You see it's just kind of ranging around at the moment. We do want to see if it wicks off of this opening range. This is a break and retest strategy like the RP Profits. So it's getting a momentum push down. But if we see a yellow push off of this, I would consider taking that because that's a legitimate strategy. We did make a okay. We did so far respect that. We've cleared out that bullish or bearish fair value gap. We saw a little bit of aggressive buys step in. But we really want to see a reaction off of this midline if we're going to do the break and retest of this opening range breakout here. They call it ORB. Now we got an aggressive push there. Now the momentum here. Let's see. Arjo is not working. The momentum. Okay, I got that one on. Okay, it gave us an extra little push here, and we want to see if it's going to react off of this midline. Is it going to make... Okay, we tested the midline. Is it going to give us a little bit of a volume push to the upside? We're seeing more push to the downside, so that's not what I'm looking for there. I want to see a yellow candle form to the upside to tell me we are getting a little push to the upside. Now we might be creating a fair value gap. We got some buy orders and sell orders here, so it's really battling it out, as you can see with this range here. So that's why we want to kind of know which way it's going to go first before we enter a trade. And we're just taking 1 or 2 points, but the bottom could completely fall out because the 1 hour fair value gap is way down there at 661, so way down here. So it could totally tank and wick off of that fair value gap. So we don't want to be in a trade when that's a possibility. And we'll see now if we're going to react off this midline, which we are respecting it so far. But I'm not seeing the volume push. Right now we got like 0.38% of the or delta of the volume from the previous candle. Previous candle is 3.14 thousand volume. This is only 1 at this point in time, so we're not seeing a trend change or a direction shift here, momentum shift. Now we see this 1 hour is bearish, so we're looking at sell trades now. Let's totally look at all of our time frames here to see where we're at. Now this is still saying we're in an uptrend on the daily because we made new highs. We got this fair value gap down at 705.5. On the 4 hour, you can see we made this is the Asian high and the Asian low. We've already taken out the Asian low, it looks like. So we are reacting off of this fair value gap here. I might take a trade here because that's kind of what we want to see. We're going to wait till it goes down a little bit more. Actually, we're back at the 1 hour on this 1 hour. Let's get down to here. Get a little bit of a push down. We don't want to be in a buy when this is selling off here. So we're still a little tumultuous state here. Okay, we're pushing back up. We kind of want to see that close. that's the thing here. If it if this candle goes down here, it's going to be a bull or a bearish shift, and that changes my overall bias quite a bit. We want to see an alignment of all these confluences and signals to show us which direction it wants to go. And we just aren't moving enough, no big swings to kind of work off this range. There's not a big momentum shift or swings happening. So, okay, we got something. So this could be a reaction off of this 1 hour time frame. But we are bearish on this momentum shift, obviously, with this big candle here. So we've not created a bearish fair value gap yet. That would be another indication that it wants to go down further. See, I almost, I think I had my buy order at 6-1 and almost whipped down to it. And in that case, I would have got my point and got out of it. But we're going to wait to see how this shapes up here. We could react off this 1 hour fair value gap. We're in the middle of this 2 hour fair value gap. This could react off there. Could react off there. But let's look what the 1 hour is doing. So we're probably going to create a bearish fair value gap. If this gets inverted, I'll feel better about taking bullish trades again. But this is protecting it to keep it from going up at the moment. See what the 5 minute looks like. No 5 minute fair value gap yet. Extra little push down. The 1 minute though is not enough. It's not strong enough signal to indicate if it's going up or down. So we're just waiting to see. The order flow now is saying this is a downtrend because we got this fair value gap there. It's in a downtrend overall on the 1 minute. We're making lower lows and lower highs. Down on the 5 minute. Let's see. 15 minute. We are kind of in a little bit of a downtrend with the intermediate low there. Now this is on an uptrend and this, but we don't want to. We want to wait till we see. Okay, we do have a little bit of a bullish fair value gap. We are in a bit of an uptrend, but we're still seeing this bearish shift here. A lot of bearish momentum, a lot of pushes, more velocity going in a bearish direction than the bullish direction. So I'm not liking a buy here, even though this is showing me like some buy market structure. We still got these bearish fair value gaps that we're pushing against. Bearish fair value gap that we're pushing against. If anything, I'd probably take a sell. Actually, I'll take a sell here maybe. It's a little bit of a gamble, but I'm going to take a sell. Put my buy there. I want to put my buy actually. We are making a bullish fair value. Yeah, that's not good. That's stupid, really. Okay, on the 1 minute, we want to react off this. So, looks like it's going to come take that. Okay, we got that. So, as you can see, we're just taking 2 points because the likelihood of it going here is better than going way down here. Now we got this. We still got bearish trajectory, but we are pushing off of this 5 minute. We'll wait to see if that gets inverted. We'll wait to see if that gets inverted. We are in a downtrend on the 15 minute. Now we're going back up. So if we were in a long bearish trade, we had our stop loss way down here, we wouldn't have got that point, and we would have got stopped out with a loss. So we've gotten some profit here in the bag. We got a sell trade on an upward leg of this 1 minute stretch candle here, a 1 minute. So check. Looks like my microphone stopped trading. Stopped working. Let me get the other one. Check. So let me know in the chat if this is making any sense. Okay, got the new mic. So now we got an aggressive sell, or where's my aggressive. We are wicking off of this. Okay, we've inverted this now. If this closes out with this inverted, okay, we're not quite inverted, it's wicked back. So we haven't inverted this 1 minute. We've created now a bearish fair value gap. We'll see if that holds up. We've now inverted this as long as this closes below this. Okay, you can see we're battling it out, ranging around through this area here. Let me know in the chat where you're coming from. Give me a little feedback here. Give me a little love if you would. Okay, inverted it. We got an aggressive burst here. 23 seconds left on this candle, so I would wait. Let's see how the candle looking like. 1 minute. Still got that fair value gap here unless it closes out of it. We have not inverted this. Getting close. Okay, we've created the fair value gap. It could wick into it and continue down, and then once this takes out this fair value gap, we'll see if it inverts it. This could be inverted up here, so we're still like not sure which way it wants to go. Okay, inverted this bullish. We maintain this bearish. We're not creating a fair value gap to the downside yet, but we had a nice push. Okay, we haven't quite inverted this yet. We need to close this to invert it to give us a little bit of a signal. We got this bit of a fair value gap left here, holding us up. Okay, so we almost created a fair value gap to the upside there. We've not inverted this. We've gotten rid of this bearish fair value gap. So could want to go up from here, even though this is in a downtrend. Let's look on our other time frames. We have this fair value gap. This was like an entry point before, but now we've got this big wick down here. So I'm not sure if I want to go that way. We're in a sell-off here. So I'm not even like not sure about this. We have a lot of bullish fair value gaps. We'd have to really invert to change direction, but it is making some headway. We've already tapped into this one with this big wick down here. Looks like we're selling off, making some sell-off momentum here. We're not really making fair value gaps yet. Oh, this is not a fair value gap. This is inverted. fair value gap. Let's start here on the 1 hour. Okay, we've got a 1 hour big push down here. We're being held up by this 1 hour fair value gap. So it's hard to say. We got 8 minutes left on this candle. We could totally reverse, even though this is our momentum. We're seeing that 1 hour push here. If this closes in 8 minutes and we've created another candle and it turns and it gets more momentum, which it may or may not. Well, that's yet to be seen. Okay, we're making a big move down. We're reacting off probably a fair value gap here. We've inverted this fair value gap. It could wick up. We still got 7 minutes before that closes, 8 minutes before that closes, to make it a full inversion. The momentum's good. We're still like looking at sells here. But I'm looking for a better range to like ping pong. So this is going to create a better range for us. We've got some sell off candle here. I might take a sell order. Just get a couple points here. We are in a selling, so I could. I'm seeing selling off here. All signs point to selling off. I could buy in again, depending on how this retraces it. You know, because it's going to make a fair value gap, which this is going to make a fair value gap. We got 1 minute left here, so I could take another buy or sell order off of that, but we're gonna see if this will just take out this one here. Again, I'm just really going for a couple points here and there. We have a fair value gap that it could be reacting against. Let's see. But it could wick down further. Okay, we're going to get a point there. Okay, so we got that. We're at $65 on the day. 3 winning trades. Now, this could be, it could totally bounce off of here. Depending on how much of this it wants to take out. We are 7 hours away from creating a fair value gap here. 11% battery remaining. So, previous volume candle was 148,000. This is only 31, but we've got 5 minutes left to go. This is a 2 hour. So I might be waiting to see if this is going to reverse. If this push down, we are going to create a fair value gap in 5 minutes on the 1 hour. You could see what it wants to do. I'm going to wait for a little bit. I'm going to take another sell. We're still creating fair value gaps. If I see it inverse, then I'm going to be, a little concerned. We should have a healthy pullback at some point, but at the moment we're getting a lot of aggressive sells. Just want to see him take that. Could get out of it early if we wanted a little bit of a profit. We'll get a lot of aggressive push. Sometimes an aggressive push like that can be followed by exactly with that right there. I want to see if this is going to go up more. Then we could do our double down technique. It could totally reverse on us, but we've made enough inroads that it's probably going to continue down to some degree, so we could wait to enter in another trade. We'll see how many of these it reverses. It's probably not going to reverse the whole trend. 5 minutes. We've got 3 minutes to create a fair value gap here on the 5 minute. Same goes for the 15 minutes. So we could expect it to make a candle wick back up before it comes down, and that's what I would wait for, is for it to come back a little bit higher before I entered in another sell order. And then that would, if I say I entered in a sell order here, then that would take that order entry line here, and then the chances of it going down below that are better. So we are selling off. I'm not too worried about this. We're negative $50 in our drawdown. We do want to keep an eye on that, because we don't want, if this was a real account, we don't want to blow the account. So if you're starting out with a small account, then obviously it's easy to blow, and then you have to start over, refund it, and then you're in the same position where you have a very limited amount of capital, a little margin of error. So I think this is going to be a healthy pullback. We got 2 minutes and 15 seconds for it to create a fair value gap. It could totally invert it and just make a big fat sandwich there, but we could still see on these time frames, we expect it to go down. We got this fair value gap as support. We got 1 minute and 48 seconds. It is a big wick, so that basically means any one of these candles from here on out could wick up all the way to that fair value gap before rejecting. But we want to wait and see basically how big this fair value gap is going to be before we make another move. $57 seconds left. It could create this fair value gap. It could solidify the fair value gap, but then the next candle could wick into it a little bit more and eventually go down. So I would still think about taking my sell order up higher. Look at the higher time frames. Nothing holding it back on the higher time frames, really. We do have this 90-minute fair value gap all the way up here at 7070, which is way up here. So it could go all the way up there, and it might want to before going up. But we are kind of in the process of potentially disrespecting that here. Okay, let's see where we're at now with this. Okay, so we've created a fair value gap. This is probably going to act as a little bit of a resistance going up any higher. We did get a buy order here, so you know the market is unpredictable as well. So we could see if it wants to wick up into that fair value gap before going down, or we got 15 minutes to wait to create on this one. Our momentum is not too bad. I could have entered in off another sell order here, because we're expecting it to kind of react off that, but I think I would wait till it visited up here to 7070, and then if I took the order there, then I would take my profit line here. So I'm still expecting it to go down first, And then there is this fair value gap. So we've already visited this fair value gap down here. I have my 4.3. I have it all the way down here. It is eating into this fair value gap. I might bump it up a little bit. We are probably going to create a fair value gap here. We could wick down more. We could go up. We are seeing a little bit of equal bottoms here being formed. So I'm going to wait to see if it goes up higher. We've gotten a lot of sell aggression here. Let's see if we're making any fair value gaps. We've inverted a 1 minute fair value gap, which is a sign that it might go up. We got these fair value gaps up here. This is a pivot high, so if it disrespects this pivot high, then we could consider it probably going to go up a little bit more. We do got this 5 minute bullish or bearish push here. Everything's looking pretty bearish to me, so I don't know. I might even consider taking it another trade if it goes to the high, the recent high here. Okay, we've kept that bearish fair value gap. Okay, we've created a bullish, got rid of the bearish, inverted the bearish. So this looks like it might range around here for a little bit. We still have some 1 minute to take out here. So we have our set buy order at 744 to, so it could still potentially wick into here. It could invert it. It's probably going to invert it, but we've created a 2 hour bearish fair value gap. So if it came to 705.6, I might even consider re-entering again just to get a little bit better entry. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it at 705.8. Even though I originally thought maybe we would want to see it be higher. Because if it wicked up here and took this order, then it would move this profit line here in this range, which would be more likely to get out of my orders with. Kind of moving up a little bit. Is it going to completely invert right now? This is actually 2 hours. I need to look 1 hour. You said that minute 54 on this 1 hour. Actually, I'm not liking that anymore because we have not solidified this fair value gap yet. 45. Not there yet. On the 30 minute, we do have this fair value gap. So, but I still feel like it's going to go down. I might still take entry. Three seconds left on this 30-minute candle. before it solidifies. Now what's the 15 minute doing? 8 minutes left on this 15 minutes. So we haven't even solidified that on the 15 minute yet. So this is kind of undecided yet which direction it wants to go. Give me some smiley faces or some hearts or something there. If you're listening and you're understanding what I'm talking about, then let me know. This is Diamond Dave here on my path to becoming a multi-millionaire with day trading. As you can see, I got these paper counts up in a matter of just a couple weeks to 18K. This one's at 12K. I could potentially enter in here. See if it wants to disrespect this. So far it's respecting it. 7 minutes left. So what's the 5 minute doing? Okay, the 5 minute is holding up. What do we say? We're waiting to get to 70. We are negative 105 now. Which is okay. I still think we're going to turn this around. Oh, making a nice little push there up. We're still 6 minutes out of this fair value gap here. So this could create our range basically to the bottom there. So once this closes, I think I'll take another sell. Kind of a nice little wick there on the 1 minute, which kind of shows us we might be turning around. We've not created fair value gap, so that's a sign that we don't really have the momentum going up to create fair value gap. This might be my entry. I'm going to take it and then move my orders up here. I could double down again, but this is I've got my orders here above these equal lows, so that's obviously a little bit of a support zone there. But now that we have our buy orders to get out of these trades above that, then there's I think a good likelihood. We're still on a bit of a downtrend. We reacted off this. We got 5 minutes to close on this. Put my tall order up there in case it wicks way up there. We're actually negative right now. Negative 73. But that could turn around. I actually got a little, that was not a great entry because we knew we could potentially bounce off those fair value gaps. Down $100 in this trade. We're down $43 on the day. But this is where the skill is really tested. Now, is the market structure going to hold up? That's the question. Do you have faith in the market structure? Is it likely, is this a pullback to go up, or is this a pullback to go down? There's a little push up there. It was absorbed. We have a lot of mixed signals here as far as where the sell orders and buy orders are. We are still holding strong on this fair value gap here. And this fair value gap. And we got 2 minutes left on this fair value gap to see if this one holds. Okay, we're gonna see. We're still in an overall downtrend, but we've made that big push. I did mention that this could totally invert and sandwich up and then continue up. We did make all-time highs. I think overall the news has been favorable to the market. We've been making quite a tear up over the last couple weeks or months. Since the war started. So maybe this is a healthy pullback. Let me stream the clip in his toenails. On stream, I think. Looks like we might be rounding the bend here. We do not have 15-minute fair value yet. Looks like. So that's no bueno. We still potentially could have this 30-minute if it holds up. We still have this 1 minute bearish. Not anymore. That could want to go up now. We're still holding on this 5 minute. However, we did make a 5 minute. Excuse me. Bullish. Let's see what one hour is looking like. So we have 43 minutes left. We do have a good bit of volume in this candle. We are only 43 minutes or 15 minutes into this candle, so it looks like it will have more volume. Now, if it starts to go bullish, then that's a problem, obviously. Okay, here's this is what we're looking for. Hoping that gets us out of this trade here. We've made a bearish fair value gap. We are pushing down. We might make another one. We got some good momentum. Everything's looking like it's going down. And we're going to get out of our trade here in a second, hopefully. We got an inverted. Okay, nice push. I like that. We got continued momentum down here. It may wake back up, but we'll see. Potentially we could just get out of our trade here if we wanted, but we think price is going to go down to 748 or so. I like that. Oh, I like that. Yeah, blue lock in. We could have gotten out of that trade. That's the thing I do want to like get better at. Is I could have gotten out of that trade. We'll see if this takes out this fair value gap here. Okay, we've blown this fair value gap, which I don't like. Still a small bit left, it looks like. We'll continue down, maybe. Get out of this trade. Is it going to want to make a new low? That's a question. Almost there. Got the one. I think we'll get the two. I'll help it out a little bit. I think it'll get it. Okay, we're real close. Okay, we're out. So we're up 118 today. Now let's reassess here. We've made a nice little push down. Look at that. Look at that. Clockwork. Quickly assess what we're working off here. So we got this 4-hour fair value gap that we're reacting off of. We've inverted this one up here. Now we need to find like a nice little range, cozy little range to work off of. I'm probably going to go up from here. But this could be an inversion. So we could go from maybe here to here. I think we'll take 1 hour up. We're going to go up and we're just going to go to 7062. Maybe a little bit less. See if we want to make a new low here or what we want to do. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we're going to take this down here just to make it a better chance, better odds. Because we do have some of these fair value gaps here. 7053. These 5, 4, 5, 5, 6. It could wake up into here. What is my direction? I'm not really sure what my direction is here. So we're going up on the 4 hour. We are going up on the 2 hour. We're going up on the 1 hour. We're still eating into this fair value gap here. Put a buy down there. Hello, hello. Let me know if you could hear everything fine in the chat. Let me know if you have any questions. But today, let's see. Oh, there it is. See, I lost a trade. I don't know how I lose these trades. It's hitting my take profit. Anyways, still a pretty good win rate. I'm up today. My goal is to just simulate doing a funded account with Apex 50K. So I'm just trying to get $300, because if you get 5 $300 days, you get your first payout on a 50K account for $1,500, the maximum payout. You can only get a maximum of $1,500 on the first payout. So that's my goal, is to work my strategy to just get the first payout. Base it, and so you could get these payouts. And then from there you could scale up. So if you've gotten your first payout, you could potentially add another account. I don't know what's going on with my congestion. gonna probably get this one here. Just keeping it like realistic here. So 7062 could be a target. We still got this bid at 7062. Yeah. So 7062 is like actually a reasonable. 7062 is a reasonable target. And let's look down. It might be. So we're still battling it out with this fair value gap here. So 7052 is where we're kind of battling still. But we could get a 7057. I think 57 is actually kind of reasonable. What are we doing? 57. That's a good amount of points. See, I've been just trying to get points here and there. Guaranteed points. Take profit and work on the next setup. And or to get back in it. You know, if it looks good and you can continue, but at least I've locked in my points. And I think my strategy overall has been pretty good because back when I tried to do like a 4-to-1 and you do say I'm trying to get 1,000, but if I lose 250. More than not, you're going to lose 250. But this way, as far as just points, I rack up more points doing this than most traders do when they're trying to do a 4-to-1. So it seems to be working for me. 85% win rate on the day. We're battling it out through this fair value gap here. On these lower time frames, it's still showing we're going to go down. Let's see, I could get out of here right now. Lock it in. I might want to go back down again. I'm going to get out. I'm out. And if it goes down again, I'll just get back in it. So, locked in my profit. Because it's still battling it out in this range here. Overall, price wants to go back up. But price wants to go down on these lower time frames. So maybe I'll just let it go down first. And then hop back in. Maybe I'll put a buy order down here. Maybe it wicks down and jumps right back up. Does that make sense? Whoever's watching in there? So it's just like little wins throughout the day, because if the market's going up or down, like whatever the overall bias is, you can make a point here and there going up and then it's going down. And so so why not take advantage of all that movement than just to miss out on, you know, all this zigzagging. Now, if it does make a fair value going down, that's the thing. Like, this might be my entry. We don't want it to really make a fair value yet. We got 25 seconds left on this candle. We've wicked down already. We got some selling pressure though. But it could reverse, which is what it seems to be doing here. We're not really sure, but either way, I think okay, we gotta push. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna get 1 point. If it doesn't go, then I'm gonna get it back down below again. I probably could have got it down there, and I would have already got my point. But you know, you can get it every which way. There's so many ways to be profitable. So many strategies, so many, entries. But is there a chance that it's going to touch this throughout the day at some point, or is it just going to totally bottom out? You do need to manage your risk, but if you make the entries reasonable, it's more likely you're going to get your target. We still think it's going to go up. Oh, see, this is back where I should have been. We're getting closer to where I was originally want to take my entry, which is somewhere down here, and that would have been better. But we're gonna still take advantage of that. I think we could get a total tank, and you can get out, and we're still profitable. But right now I'm in 2 contracts, so it's not very heavy. If it takes this is going to move my take profit halfway down now. But I don't want to get in too early like I just did. I got in too early before. We knew it's working off of these fair value gaps, and we did not see any fair value gaps being made up. We did see a nice little push, but we're still rejecting off of this fair value gap. Looks like we might be starting to make a little bit of a leg down, but that could have been just a little bit of a liquidity sweep before it moved up. We could make a fair value gap going up now. We took that out. Overall, we want to see price wants to go up on the higher time frames. So the market structure is signaling that price wants to go up. We made an all-time high. We had a little bit of a pullback. Is it going to take that profit? I'll probably get out of it early if I can, because it's uncertain at this point what direction it wants to go in. You could make a nice little liquidity sweep before it moves back down. We do got a few legs up here. It made a higher low, almost made a new higher high there. We're making, it looks like a fair value gap down unless it wicks back up. I'm trying to hesitate getting back in. Because I want to take a good entry here if I am going to go, because I wanted to dig into that fair value gap a little bit more. $10.36. It was a little tricky market today, but I'm still, I think, performing pretty well. Consistency is what I'm trying to achieve here. Consistency. I want to consistently win, and then if you could do that consistently, and you have, you know, you're consistently profitable, then you could scale up. You know, even if you self-fund, you know, give yourself a big enough cushion. I made 107 today with fees. So on the prop firms, you don't get the fees. So I would have made 160. So if I found myself not hitting my goal for the day, I probably would scale up a little bit more and try to get to that target of 250, which is still consistent, but kind of stuck in this range a little bit. But I was resisting hopping in again because I don't want to get over my skis, you know. But it looks like we are starting to make our way up. I haven't made a new high yet. We got a big sell push there. Previous candle is, we're not quite making the volume we want to see. I probably should have gotten out. Let's look at our time frame. So we're still rejecting off of this. There you got there. We had a big push down. We are, wow. This is the big push. We have 4 times the volume, I think, of the previous one. So the volume now is at 133. Once it gets to 166, I'm gonna have like a continuation highlight form here probably. But I'm gonna let it take this first and see what happens. 30 minutes. Making some gappage down, which isn't great. It's not a fair value gap, but it's a sign that you've had a kind of like a big momentum push down. Now I've gotten 2 opportunities to get out of this trade, which I probably should have, because I was just not in a great entry there, but I didn't. Price looks like it's about to make a leg down. If it does, I want to move that down a little bit further. We're not making a fair value gap down, so that's good. But we've got 3 bearish candles in a row, which is kind of like, it seems like it's building the momentum down. This will be a good touch for me. So if it pushes down, we take this liquidity here. Take this order 2 points. That'll move my take profit line here. trade 2250. I'll just run for 82. So here we're seeing like progressively higher lows, which is indicating that we might want to go up. However, in the intermediate low, it's like a signal that it might want to go down. Okay. Please, for the love of God, say something in the chat. Hello. Get me chatting up here. If you're enjoying this or you're getting anything out of it, please let me know. Got 2 people watching right now. Okay, so trying to push up a little bit. I can't tell. I mean, we made an all-time high, so that's a signal that we are going up. But we've started to retrace down. We're making lower highs for sure. But we might do a little liquidity sweep before we get out of it, before it goes down. This might make a leg up. Let's see. Create a fair value gap would be nice. We didn't. Okay. Still 33 seconds left though in this candle. Okay. This is my disrespect line. Short term. 87. Okay, we've created a fair value gap. Let's see if it keeps it. Let's see if that holds and pushes this up a little bit. We just need to get that order there. Keep my finger on the trigger. Maybe get out of this early with a small profit. If it wants to go up again, it might not want to because it's making lower highs. We've not made a fair value gap up either. We've got one here. Okay, almost in profit at least. Okay, we whipped up. We're moving up. This is totally okay. We got some nice push. I'm gonna take that. Come on, don't be shy. Keep that fair value gap. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't want to do that. Okay, we lost that fair value gap. We might be moving lower now to back to that fair value gap. We're gonna hold on. It's not far up there. We wanna get out of there. Okay, we got it. All right, we're at 150 for the day. Now, let's reevaluate. We know that these are, we're looking up on this. We're looking up on this. We got the fair value gap we're reacting against. We're gonna buy again. We're fair value gap inverted up there, but what do we got up here? Nothing really holding us up. We got this bearish, so this one is 7062. Yeah, so this is a good target for this fair value gap here. And then now if we look down further, This is a fair value gap. It's in the middle is still a reasonable target, 6062. This is a fair value gap, 6062. We made a fair value gap so far. Let's see if we can hold on to it. Might want to just totally tank that at this point. We'll see. This is a healthy pullback, maybe. Still got the fair value gap there. This is a nice leg up. Excuse me. Give me some love here if you don't mind. I mean, we're at 88%, 89% success today. So, you got to give a little bit of love for that. I'm going to hopefully get this another move up here. It might start to push back off this because we got these fair value gaps here. Not that one. This is the fair value gap we're working off of. 6060. It's still a good target. We got a little bit of a buying push there. We're in profit, could take profit. Got an indecision candle. We're in profit, could take profit. And then I'm going to get out. It's not making a new high, so I think it'll want to take this at least, because this is like a cluster here, and typically you will see like a bit of a liquidity sweep before price wants to reverse on you. I'm trying to push into this fair value gap here. There we go. Okay, so we're at 177 now for the day. Hello in there. Say hi. So 90% win rate today. Now, again, we'll just start the process over. So our 1 hour is now showing it's bullish. So if we go to our 1 hour candle, this is like a sign that it might want to go higher now. We got a bit of a bullish push here. We just retraced there. We might want to, but we're looking at some of the lower time frame. We're going to buy again here. Buy again. Almost got it. So now on the 5 minute, this is like, if it starts to respect this and go that way, we'll know a little bit ahead of time. Get that out. Get that boy. There we go. We got it. At 191 for today. 91% win rate. And we're getting close to my time to get out of here, but please give me a like and subscribe if this has been helpful. I think we're doing pretty good on the day. One loss. So let's try to see what's going on now here. Is this going to want to go down? Is this going to wick down? So we have this daily fair value gap down there, which we don't really have a top because we made all-time highs. We inverted this fair value gap. We've failed to make a new low. We have a nice little push up here. I'm going to take another order. I might be going down for a bit. In that case, I got my buy order down there. So 1 hour. So we do have what it looks like is bullish fair value gap or bearish fair value gap, and that is at 6064. So yeah, that's a good target. Just 1 point or 2 points. 61, 62, yeah, 2 points. So we take those little wins all day. Price could fall. Let's see where my price might want to fall to. We're already in this fair value gap, so it could fall down here, likely to go up just based on what we're seeing so far. We are pushing against this fair value gap here. We're at 6.4 as our 6.3 as our take, so that's a very reasonable. It could dip in there, but you know, that's totally doable. The price will go there because we've already tested it. It could wick up there again. It's not a big ask, so again, if price wants to come down first, we could let it come down and we could potentially re-enter, and that would give us a little bit better position to take profit, because it'll, if we came down here and we've got this buy order, price profit line would come here, and then so would it be likely to go up there to get out of it? Probably. See, I'm getting four points out of like a 2 point area because I've got the retrace. If this takes it, you know, that's kind of like my whole thing is taking advantage of these little pullbacks. Even though it's just 1-2 points, over time it does add up. And let's see where our support is. So we have not formed a fair value. So this 5.9 here is, if we see it dip much further, then we could potentially go, well, maybe we get out of it for a small loss, but or we could re-enter it. You know, we could double down, and that would get our take profit line closer, even if a little bit, take it to here, and so it's the chance of getting out of that trade even more. Okay, I might just for shits and giggles experiment. I'm in. Move my take profit here, so now it's like even maybe better chance that it's going to, because I just came down a point, but I've moved my line up a little bit. And I'll keep this down here if it wants to totally drop on us and invert this fair value gap, which it might want to invert this. but is it more likely to dip into it and create this range and then go up and take this? Because this is not even in our, it's below the recent high, so it's below the swing high, which is a target as well. So we're hoping we're gonna go up here. That was not a great trade, but I was just trying to illustrate my point here. And let's see if it takes it. We could already get out of profit. We could have got out in profit there, because I moved this line down lower. Instead of taking a small loss, it'd be a small win, because we've doubled down. Got that one. Now, do we want to get out now? This is where I'm actually getting my quote-unquote losses. I'm in profit now. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I guess I would have, even though this says profit, it would have taken a little bit of a loss if I got out. But I probably did get a little bit of profit there. Again, I got this way down here. It might be one to move down now. It's tested that fair value gap a couple times. But I still feel like it's very likely to wick up here. There we go. We've gapped up a little bit. We can continue higher. We just need a touch. We just need to touch it. Just need to touch. Okay, getting real close. One nice little push, I think we should get there. A little gapping up with a little bit of an indecision candle happening, but I think this is not a big ask here. Okay, let's see what happens here. That's a bit of a rambunctious little moment. Okay, there we go. We got it. Okay, so we're at 213, 85% win rate. We are making a nice push up. Might want to get back in. Let's see what it's doing with our fair value gap. Two losing trades. I was losing trade $12. Got a nice buy order in. I want to see it go above this before, I think. I want to see it invert it or come back here, and I could see it come down now, actually. We're gonna sell. See if we're just gonna take it to the bottom of this range here. See what happens. Just 3 points basically. We did create a fair value gap, but I feel like this is gonna also push us back down a little bit. So it's still kind of like a rangy zone here. About $5, I could take $5. This could have just been a healthy pullback. This might have been a stupid trade. But we still see price want to come down here on the 5-minute, on the 15-minute. That's a draw. This at 6.0. Maybe move it up a little bit. There's your fair value gap. That's not what we want to see. We're still working off of this. So I might get out of there if it comes back down. Starting to push up though. We got some buy pressure. Okay, we're really starting to take off now. Okay, we've inverted that fair value gap. We should probably get out of it. Okay, we're gonna buy from here. That was a little bit of an unfortunate move, but still doing pretty good. I think it's gonna go up pretty heavy here, so this is 6.8 here. Don't see any fair value gaps really holding it. Tell me, it's gonna go all the way down. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta be patient. I was happy that I actually got out of that move because I've been like a deer in the headlights sometimes when I are in trades like that, and you go, oh, and you just don't. You go, it's gonna reverse, but it doesn't. Okay, so we still got 25 minutes there to invert that fair value gap, which is not. That's. It may want to wick down. I might get out of this. I'm out. 189. You may want to push back because I was looking at this closer. We've not closed in this fair value yet. We've not inverted it yet. So we've not inverted this yet. We want to see this close, and we've still got 25 more minutes. And we're not creating a fair value gap. I'm going to sell. I'm going to take a point. I'm getting a little wonky here. Getting a little wonky. I don't know. I don't like what I'm doing necessarily at this point. That's what we wanted. We wanted to just get out at that point. See, that's where you gotta have your finger on the trigger. Now, what that has done is created no fair value gap to hold us up until we get down to here. We'll just move that up a little bit. Oh, we're right on the edge. See, this is the point of indecision that I wasn't sure about. Okay. Let's see if we totally tank the account now. We are inverted now, but we're still 23 minutes left, so I think price could come down because we still got a lot of time here. Mm. Indecision, wicking down. I think we'll take these, hopefully. Again, no fair value gaps until way down. Okay, we'll take this one too. Okay. Thought it might do that. So we're back about 200. So now we want to see what's going on with this. Again, we're coming down. It's probably going to go up after. We have this fair value gap. We're still at 77. We're getting closer. I want to see this yellow. If this turns yellow on me, then I'll feel good about taking a buy there. With a previous volume of 80, we got 22 minutes left though on this 30 minutes, so it's just starting to form. And we're just starting to get an inversion. Now, what is our 1 minute doing? Now, we do have a 1 minute push, a bearish push, so I do like that as well. I like this. This is all looking good to buy. We've totally inverted this candle. I'm gonna buy again. .30-minute, we're currently inverted. 702 is our target. We could get out. Okay, we saw what we want to see here now. This is good. We have more volume than we did the previous candle. Now it could wick down. We could get some absorption, but I think it's going to take this. Okay, we got that. We're at 230. Okay, we're back. We made a new high in our profit here. We want to see it maybe wick down to take another trade up, because we're pretty well past this inversion now, and we're kind of making new. So we're going to get this trade here, hopefully, if it locks in. And we'll see it go up. Okay, we're in a buy now. And we'll just sell right there. Make a new high, maybe. Okay, we got that. We're at 244 for the day. Our win rate's back at 80. Momentum is pretty good. 77 is not super great, but so we've made a break of structure. That's a good sign. I just want to get basically to 250, I think. We got this fair value gap here. Just take a point here. I'll double down if it comes in inverts its fair value gap. but it's making fair value gaps. So it's in a nice upward trend. We got good momentum at this point. We got a lot of buys stepping in. We got the 15 minute. We still got that push. We've inverted that fair value gap. About another contract. I feel like it's gonna go up. This is a nice little healthy pullback, hopefully. If it dips down again, I think I'll just go up again. I had gotten some news or something, I don't know. Gap down, but we're still showing good movement here, good momentum. I could take another one off of the value here. I'm just trying to figure out where my 6070. I guess where my next buy might be. The 1 minute, we're currently resting on this 1 minute here. Get the one. Okay, get the one. If it doesn't want to take it, we'll maybe enter again. But we're creating a potential fair value gap here on the 1 minute now. So that's a good sign. Okay, we're gonna take that. We're gonna get that. Okay, we got it. 269 for the day. We're just making new highs now. Nothing, no ceiling really here. Finally. We're at 286. Kind of quick on the draw there, but let's see what this may be. A big wick, but look at that push, you know. I'm gonna wait for it to come down. Pick another entry. Entered again. Went 4 contract. I want to get to 300. That's really my target for the day. had some sales on the top there, so we do got to be careful. So we got some sellers coming in. Let's see what the price wants to do. We still got this. Now, if it inverts this fair value gap, then that's, you know, concern. But let's see, the 5 minute. We still could come back to this 5 minute. 6075. Well, it could come all the way down here, which I might buy again. Buy 2 more down here. Got a little bit of an indecision candle, but you know, this could be part of a nice healthy pullback. We got a lot of large cluster buys up there. So these people are, I don't know where their stop loss might be, but probably somewhere below there. So if it came down there, it might continue to crater. But we'll see what happens here. By the way, I make my music. This song that's been playing on loop, I made it. But I'm going to add some more songs that I made, so it doesn't get too monotonous, but I'm just using it as a filler at this point. You can check out Diamond Dave on Spotify. Three indecision candles, that's crazy. I think it's going to want to go up though. We've on the 5 minute, we've just created a trend up, starting trend up. I think all the trends are probably now looking like they're going up now. So after that big push, so you kind of don't want to go against that. Maybe we'll get this other order in here. Yeah, everything is looking good to go up. But we don't have, this is all-time highs here, so. Okay. I may just continue to double down. Guess I can move a little bit lower, so we don't even have to make new highs. It may take a bit before it to come back. So we're starting to retrace. That's a big wick. I've adjusted my take profits there to make it a little bit more likely. We got this fair value gap here. See if it wants to bust through that. We do got some buy orders stepping in. This is our next likely target just based on order flow and market structure here. We're getting almost got rid of our fair value gap. That's a good sign. We want to see it punch up there a little bit. This kind of pattern is a good indication of prices reversing, as long as it doesn't wick down completely. Okay, we did create a fair value gap. We had a nice little push, but this could be just a pullback and wanting to go up. One hour is still, all these higher time frames are looking like they want to go up still, but we have had some. These are not in congruence at the moment. Okay, looks like we're gonna hit those. Okay, we got some buy orders pumping in here, it looks like. 82% win rate today, let's not blow it. We got 6 contracts in. This should get me to my target for the day, I think. Are we pushing back on any fair value gap still? Nothing there. Nothing there. We've inverted that. There's no reason why it shouldn't go up, I don't think. And even if it did not make a new high, we don't need it to make a new high to take all of our profit here. We got the 1, we're at 303. Could just, we really actually already met our target goal at 300. I could have got out of there. But we've created a fair value gap here, 1 minute. And as long as that holds up, I think it's a good sign that it will continue to go up. We got a little bit of equal highs forming. So this is a barrier, but we got this fair value gap now. We've got 1 minute left and we will create a fair value gap here. Okay, we just shot down a little bit. Okay, no fair value gap there anymore, but okay, this I'm gonna keep going up, or I probably just should have got out. We are kind of still in profit, but I think I'll get out if it makes another move up. I just want to get to 300 for my target today. Did we get one? I don't know. We're hoping we'll continue. We did make, is that a new high? Not considered a new high. Okay, so like that. We're almost to our target. A little push up would be nice. Whoever that is listening to this stream, let me know. Say hi. Alright, we're still trying to get this to go. got some equal lows, kind of. I think if I close out this trade, it would be considered a loss. Still got this down here at this fair value gap. I don't know where that would bring me. It'd probably bring me maybe here, a third of the way down. I gotta cut it short here a little bit. Hopefully just get my target and that's it. Okay, this looks better. This looks better. Come on. No, that's the wrong way. Let's check out some other time frames. Okay. We're shooting down a little bit. We made that new high. But it could wick down. It could wick down, but we got a lot of good signs. 1 hour still up. If it does come down, I'll take this order here on this fair value gap. See if it makes a new low here. A lower low, lower previous low. Gapped down a little bit, but this could never see here. Still going down. You got a little bit of selling and turning right now. Let's go to order. See. Oh, we got that. Okay, we got that. We'll take one out here. We want to just move these up a little bit. It could have just been a liquidity sweep though. I got that buy. We want to see it come up now, but that's a big fair value gap. It didn't quite get me the position I wanted though. Ooh. Let's see. We're losing all of our profit. We want to see it come up. Maybe the 6 contracts was a little too much. But we could see this make its way up, hopefully. Could take a loss today though. This is really dicey territory here. We got a big fair value yet, which I don't like. But we're plowing through it a little bit. We're resting on this fair value gap, so I do like that. We're probably gonna make. Oh, we can't make a fair value gap yet. We gotta see another up candle. This one's going down. All right, I'm gonna have to cut it short here. Have a good one.